Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the 40K Cafe, and thank you, T, for the request. As for the comment, today we're going to be going over the Unification Wars. This was a conflict on Terra that begun after the Age of Strife in the early 29th millennium. At this point, during the solar system and in much of Terra's long history, much of humanity's long-spanning empire was without trace or connection to each other. This would all occur due to the massive warp storms that swept the galaxy, causing the Age of Strife. The immediate Sol system was then plunged into a state of anarchy that spanned for over 5,000 standard Terran years. Humanity as a whole was separated. Mars didn't have a treaty with Terra, and the surface of Terra was stricken with techno-barbarians and warlords that were constantly waging wars against each other. And the rest of humanity throughout the stars didn't fare much better, as many of them were driven into feudal states and had to do what was necessary to survive. Now, back on Terra, what was once a beacon and bastion of technology was little more than a wasteland filled with thermonuclear warfare. There were psychotic prophets that were running wild, preaching of what was to come, cannibalistic mutants that were ravaging the lands, and cyber-augmented warlords going mad with power. Petty empires would rise and fall as quickly and surely as the sun would set and rise again. And it was finally after all this time, in the 29th millennium, that the Emperor first began to reveal himself to the people and humanity. After planning for countless years to come, the Emperor would emerge as a new warlord with his genetically enhanced barbarians. We would come to know them as the Thunder Warriors and begin to conquer the lands. Stories and word of his influence would wash over Terra and spread like wildfire. Those swayed by his charisma would be influenced to join and assist him in his new empire, and those that opposed him would be broken and shattered beneath his heel. Any religion that remained during his conquest was eliminated, as he would notify it as a threat and divisive amongst the masses. His ultimate goal to unify Terra and use it as a springboard to project his next project forward, the Imperium of Mankind. It was during the latter days of the Unification Wars that the Emperor in secret would go out and create the Legio Custodes. And in the final battle of the Unification Wars, when Terra would finally be united, the Emperor would use his new creations to eliminate his Proto-Astartes, the Thunder Warriors. Although, that's not what Imperial records would indicate. Imperial records would state that the Thunder Warriors would fall in battle at the last site of the Unification Wars, falling in an honorable death. It was after this, in 712 M30, that the Emperor finally united Terra under a unified government and set out to his next project to create a pact with Mars. Thus marked the end of the Unification Wars and the beginning of what would be known as the Great Crusade. Thanks again, T, for the request. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you want to hear next, and as always, remember to follow for more.